Welcome to the Sarah HQ podcast. My name is Sarah Ize-Iyamu, and I'm so glad to be recording today's episode. Today we have a special guest. He is a digital marketing consultant, a life coach, and a career reinvention expert. He is the CEO and founder of GetDigitalOffice, where they help people digitalize their coaching businesses. I want you all to welcome Mr. Omi Gupta. Hi.
Hey. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing great, fit and fine. I'm super duper excited for this podcast.
Yes. Like there's a lot we're going to cover on today's episode. So today we're going to be talking about how to digitalize your coaching business to scale it up in 45 days.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Omi, let's talk a little bit about yourself, your origin story. So, how and why did you start your business and your career?
Okay, so hello everyone whosoever is listening to this podcast. This is Omi Gupta, and I started my journey. By the way, I am from New Delhi, capital of one of the beautiful country of the whole world, that is India. And I live in New Delhi along with my family. We have a joint family. I'm a Delhiite, means I was born and brought up in New Delhi itself, and I did my schooling from here itself. And I was working as a tech lead in one of the reputed companies of the whole world, that is IBM. Okay, I was working there for 5 years, but during that 5 years, I realized that, Omi, this work is not for you. You are not meant for this, 9 to 6 thing, 9 to 5 thing. You are meant to actually interact with people, because since my college days, I was really good in public speaking, and that's the one thing I really like. But when it comes to laptop thing, like, doing the work for someone else and not getting that much appreciation, it was killing me inside each and every day. So I thought that this is a time to start my entrepreneurship journey. So I started with network marketing. I did traveling. I traveled around 16 to 17 states of India to explore the different places, different culture, and understanding myself instead of others. Then I became the life coach. I did my certification in life coach, and I started understanding this industry, how this industry is booming in India, what all challenges are there in this industry. And when it comes to digitalization of the whole perspective, whole thing, how you can simplify this complicated situation. Then I came up with my own system, and with God's grace, I am helping so many people with a system I have created. And me and my team have a mission to help minimum 100 coaches in next 7 to 8 months. That is our mission for that.
Wow, like that is so amazing. So basically you left your 9 to 5. Like, I don't really advise people to do that. I just say, hey, you want to make sure that your business is making as much money or even more before you can leave. So
basically, Sarah, so I was into network marketing. I was making some money, and it was, for me, it was like a blessing in disguise, because my company was telling me to send me somewhere else, separated from my family, and I didn't want that particular time. So I was earning some money from my entrepreneurship. So I was like, I will scale it up, or I will find a new path, but let me take this shot.
Okay.
So it was a calculated risk.
Wow. So far in your business, what kind of challenges have you faced on the way?
Oh, very, very valid question, and it's very appropriate to all the listeners, and especially the coaches and speakers out there. Okay, so when I started my coaching endeavor, I became certified life coach. Then the problem is that you have this certification. What next? You create your own brand. I started, uploading things on Instagram, Facebook, and other stuff. so that I'll get leads, I'll convert them, I'll run some FB ads. And the certification I got from a particular the firm I'm got my certification, they were also asking me for some amount so that they will run my ads. I tried that as well, but nothing was working out. Might be two things are there. I did not have a proper knowledge how this industry is working when it comes to tackling with clients, tackling with leads, and converting them into paid clients. And the second thing, I did not have that much confidence in myself first.
Wow.
Okay, so these two major factors was correlating, and I was so confused that right now I have to make it big. So what should I do? So I, whatever the savings I had, the basic, the funda which Gary Vee and all other mentors says, Tony Robbins and all, invest in yourself. So I invested in myself. I invested in the courses, online courses, to understand how does this industry works. Okay, I started implementing those things. I created my own online program on public speaking. Okay, I created my own online program on public speaking. I ran the ad. I did the whole digital ecosystem by myself. I did not have any godfather or nor any mentor. I just got some programs from somewhere and I implemented it to see that how the things are working. And when I did that, I got to know the glitches, the main issues this industry is facing. Right?
Yes.
I did more experiments. I spent more money to understand why people are not making that much money in coaching industry. Some people are doing really great, but other people are lacking behind. So what is the gap and how we can fill it, this gap? So after understanding all those pain points, I sat with my team. We have a bunch of people. We sat together and we find out that yes, this is a system we can create and present to the people by which they can actually get the ROI and then making profits in this coaching endeavor. So that's how we started, and what all challenges I faced related to money, related to time management, related to so many stuffs. But as Tony Robbins say, if you have a desire inside your heart, these challenges will be very small, and your mission is bigger than these challenges. So you just need to focus on your mission. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing this. So as we know one of the major ingredients to success is your daily habit and mindset. So can you share what kind of mindset and habits have helped you in your business so far?
Oh, that's a very valid question, because I have read that book, Atomic Habits. If anyone hasn't read that book, go and read it. It's a great book. So it talks about that your habit makes you and your habit breaks you. Okay. Ooh. I used to be that lazy guy, starting, and when I used to end my day at around 2 in the night watching Netflix, Amazon Prime, something else on that. And I saw that my productivity is decreasing day by day. I really had to do something. Then I completely changed myself, right? From last few months, I am waking up every day at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm working out for around 1 hour. Then, first habit is where all those entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs on this call and whosoever is going to listen to this podcast. First, you have to drill yourself. You have to exercise in the morning or maybe in the night, whenever you time it, but at least give 30 minutes to your body. You don't have any idea how much impact it has in your mind. So first thing, do some exercise, move your body, shake your body. You can dance. It doesn't mean that you need to go to gym. You can actually, you can do Zumba, whatever you want to do. You can just do this push-ups in your room itself, but you have to move your body. So second exercise, second learning which I want to give, which I learned by myself or by mistake, is no matter how much busy you are, you have to spend at least 1 hour in your learning. At least 1 hour in your learning every day. So what I used to do, I do my exercise up to 7:30. After getting a shower, I sit from 8 to 9. Switching, my phone is on silent every day between 8 to 9, and I just focus on learning every day. Because no matter at what level you are, you have to learn each every day. Okay, so I
Wow.
start my day at 9, and I, whatever the things, I finish the day at around 7 to 8 maximum. Then after having my dinner, all those stuffs, I just put my phone on silent, and I put my phone on other table after 10. Okay, I don't see my phone. What I do, I just have a meditation for half an hour. Okay, and meditation really helps to focus, to get new ideas for your business. So I do meditation for half an hour, which has really helped me. And before sleeping, I read book for half an hour. Okay, these 4 habits, it's that these are just 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours in a day, but the impact it is going to have on your overall business, it's tremendous. I'm not talking about all those goal planning, vision, mission. We all know that we have to do that. We have to create our goals. We have to mark them on whiteboards. But I'm talking about this subconscious thing which is happening in your mind, which happens to exercise, to self-learning every day, to meditation, and the book reading. And all the budding entrepreneurs, no matter how much you are hustling, how many hours you are spending, if you are not doing these 3-4 things, trust me, you are going to regret.
Yeah, like that is so key. I am an avid I'm someone that I always tell people to invest in themselves, to always learn, because I know the impact. I knew how my mindset was before I started reading, and now, like, I'm a voracious reader. I do physical books and even audiobooks. So yes, when you wake up in the morning, you want to read something. When you wake up, before you sleep at night, you also want to read something. So someone once told me that, hey, I really don't like reading. Is there an alternative? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so guys who do not like reading, there are so many alternatives for that. Okay, first, you have audiobooks, so you can't make the excuses. Okay, you have the audiobooks. You can go to Kindle. You have so many audiobooks which are available, right? You can go to Spotify. You can actually listen to the podcast like Sarah is doing and all other people who are doing. Okay, go to passiveincome.com. Okay, go to so many, there are so many good influencers who is providing value to you. Okay, listen to the podcast, watch some good recordings. But the point of reading and doing all these stuffs not related to video, mainly audio content or the reading content, is actually training your subconscious mind.
Exactly.
Because we do not understand the difference between conscious and subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind decides what kind of a life we are going to live. Trust me, I have been into that journey where I was not focusing on all these things. But I realized that when I started focusing on reading, I started focusing on exercise, I started focusing on meditation, it really helped me to focus more and getting new ideas in my business. So it really helps.
Like, I read a Forbes article in which they talked about Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. They were on a dinner table and they asked them what is their number one secret to success, and they both said focus. You see, when it comes to reading, right, when that person asked me that question, when it comes to reading, you're training your eyes and your mind to focus. Absolutely. When it comes to audiobooks on Audible or wherever, you're training your ears to listen. And this is something that doesn't just come overnight. You have to build it. It takes focus to do anything in this life. It takes focus to start and finish a project. So focus is key, and that's what's missing in a lot of individuals. So
just want to add one point here, Sarah, because a lot of people say that they are not readers, they do not like reading. I'm sorry, my friend, no one is a born voracious reader.
Yes.
Okay, there are so many new things we learn each and every day, which is important for us. Okay, if you do not like cooking and you do not have any person in your on your home, and the COVID is there, we can't go outside as well. So what you will do? You will die hungry. You will go there, you will search YouTube, you will find some videos, you'll make Maggie, pasta, whatsoever things for you. Okay, but you will eat it. You have to survive, but because that is essential for you. And trust me, if you feel like reading is essential necessity for you, you will start making this habit. It is not going to happen in one day, not in 7 days, but eventually it is going to happen, and you will see the result by yourself.
And another thing I must add, it's not about just taking a book and reading it once. It doesn't just work that way. Yeah. You have to go back to that book, because 9 out of 10 times there's something you missed when you're reading that book for the first time. And repeating a book also is a process to building your focus. So there are like so many ways to this thing. So I just decided to share one. Yes. So thank you so much, Mr. Omi, for that. Now let's dive into the main topic for today: how to digitalize your coaching business to scale it up in 45 days. I know there are tons of coaches out there that help people either in their personal or business life achieve some form of result, right? I know coaches work with people one-on-one, right? They work with people one-on-one or one in group. So how can they digitalize this? How can they scale it up? How can they work with more people in less time and also provide that same amount of impact?
Perfect. So first thing is, if you are into coaching industry, you have to understand the competition is there. If you focus on one-to-one competition, or one-to-one coaching, or one-to-many coaching, or offline workshops, it is going to take so much time. Because if you do one-to-many coaching as well, you are doing an offline workshop, for example, you are dependent on so many things. You have to have your digital marketing team, you have to have your offline team, you have to have a hotel expenses, and you have to have a social media presence. Then you make it successful, and you are not sure you are going to convert those clients for your main ticket product, high ticket product or not. So it's a complete long game, and you do not know. And because we all have a particular saving, so we can't invest everything, right? So right now, not COVID is there or COVID is not there. Right now, the whole world is getting digitalized. And when I'm talking about digitalization, it's not only just creating an online course and running the Facebook ads. Okay, a lot of people are doing that, but not all people are making money. When it comes to digitalization, it means your personal branding first of all. It means that you need to have your micro niche and target audience sorted. It means that you have to have your website, a professional coach website ready. It means that you have a personal branding. You are putting good content on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on other platforms as well. So that when you are ready with all this personal branding and when you are ready with the online program you have, people are going to search you. And if you are not present digitally, I'm sorry, my friend, they are not going to get closed, because people judge people nowadays. So if you do not have because for me as well, if you ask me, right, Omi spent $1,000 and I'll transform your complete Facebook campaign. I was like, okay, dude, what's your name? Okay, let me search it and get back to you. I'll search it, you are nowhere, or you have some just post on Facebook or Insta. Does my mind allow myself to give you $1,000? No, not at all. So first comes is like personal branding, then creating this once the personal branding is done, then creating this complete digital ecosystem, Sarah, right? Where you need to have your landing page ready, you need to have your email marketing campaign ready, you need to have your messenger bots ready, you need to have your payment gateway ready, you need to have your online program ready. And when I'm talking about online program, it should not be just 10 videos of some bookish knowledge. Okay, people are not going to buy it. We are in 2020, not in 2010. Okay, people are very smart now. They know what they are, when they are paying a single penny as well, they want value. So the program you need to have to have practical information and practical exercises to do. If I'm talking about practical exercise, it doesn't mean that you have to do yoga and all other every time. It means the implementation part, that the person is watching some video, getting the knowledge, and you have a call to action in the end, and the person is doing that call to action and uploading it on Facebook and WhatsApp groups, and people have there is a community around, and people are supporting that new person to grow. Then people will get the value, and then people will go to your level 2 and level 3 program. Otherwise, if you do not monitor it properly, nothing's gonna work. So all those things are there. Facebook campaign, all those stuffs are there, right? So it's a long process. It's a long process, but with the right team and with the right attitude, you can make it simplified.
Okay, so what's like the benefits of digitalizing your coaching business? What's the good side? What's the bad side?
Cool. Benefits first, you can actually leverage your time. First thing, impact more people. When I'm saying more people, you do not have any restriction of demographics. Okay. Second thing, you can actually create your own online paid community by spending just 2 to 3 hours in a day, or in a day, or maximum in a week around 10 to 12 hours. Just imagine the power. In that 12 to 13 hours in a day, you are able to transform hundreds of lives, thousands of lives. Just imagine, can you do it in the offline workshop? For getting 20 people in an offline workshop in a hotel, lot of efforts needs to be done. You have to prepare yourself, all those stuff needs to be done. You have to deliver it there, then you will be able to close it. But in online, everything is automated. Okay, person is seeing the ad, he is clicking on that ad, he is getting the auto responder mail that your webinar enrollment is confirmed. Okay, he is getting nurtured emails. And there are few points, Sarah, I just want to add it, and it is very, very crucial for all the coaches and speakers out there. Okay,
Yeah.
I have figured out some pain points which is there in this industry. I was discussing with you previously as well on that.
So one thing for me, I've done tons of seminars, and thousands of people, over 4,000 people have attended my seminars.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
It's not like I know the work it takes to promote the seminar, bring people in. It's a lot of work, mentally and physically.
Absolutely.
But I remember when I switched, that's digitalized my business, set up my online academy, put up courses and all, and I started driving traffic to bring in students. It just changed the game for me. Like, it made my life way easier. though how way easier doesn't mean the whole digitalizing thing is 100% easy. There's nothing easy. It still has its own other side, which requires it requires learning. Yes, Absolutely. It requires learning. 1, 2, it requires focus, because Absolutely. Anything you focus on, it expands, it grows. Absolutely. So if you don't focus on it, it's gonna die, right? And also it requires constant improvements. You want to keep improving on your processes. You want to keep reaching more people in different parts of the world. So you want to keep improving. You don't want to keep doing the same thing, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah,
digital coaching, it's not that okay, you gotta have a team, or you doing it by your, doesn't matter. You have to up, because
Yeah,
if you
you
keep
have
on
to have a
seeing the
team. You're
thing
right.
that you have to have your team, because you can't do each and everything, right? Otherwise it's not about time, it's about the energy that is taking in that. But if you have a complete proper team who is helping you in that, it really makes your life easy. Okay, it really makes your life easy, because you have to upgrade yourself every day when it comes to digital coaching. It's not like you are created a system and you are done. People will forget you in within 10 to 15 days if you're not upgrading yourself. Let me tell you that. So it's very important to upgrade yourself in digital coaching. That's yeah, as you said, focus is the key here. If your focus is right, you are going to get results. Otherwise it's very difficult in digital coaching as well.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Omi, for sharing this. I really, really appreciate it. Like, you've really shed more light. So basically, you need a process. You don't just need a process, you need people, right?
Absolutely. So Sarah, in these digital ecosystem, what the things of which works is having a system. Okay, in that system there are some processes, there are some people, and there are some automation things. Okay, so if you are not aligning these 3 to 4 parameters and points, it's like a chain reaction kind of a thing. If you do not have a right people, or you are outsourcing to a digital marketing firm, right? And that we are going to just focus on our program, you do all the backend thing for us, and we are happy to help, no issues. But if you're doing it by yourself, you have to have a complete system and the complete processes. All the processes should be linked to each other, and it should be working every day, and it should be upgrading every day. Then you are going to get the revenue, because competition is there. But if you are not able to make yourself unique from the competition, it is hard in digital coaching as well to grind yourself.
Okay, so before we talk about competition, I know some coaches have tried to digitalize their business and they failed. What do you think? What can be what instances would be there to cause people to fail when trying to digitalize their business?
Whoa, this is like very hitting the right nail, because I was having the same issue, Sarah. So it was very painful for me as well, when I was trying to digitalize it and all. Touchwood, I had some technical background, so it was comparatively little easy, little less difficult. But yes, the only point is, it's not a coding thing. Okay, it's not a coding thing. But yes, there are different softwares which the integration of all those softwares will be required. And instead of focusing on those things, instead of a coach is there, right? And the person whose main purpose should be focusing on his program, right? The person forgets that thing and start focusing on all these things. And most of the coaches, if you also see, Sarah, most of the coaches in India and other parts of the Asia are more than 35 years of age, right? So they are not that much tech savvy. So what they do, they buy some online courses to know how to create their online courses, and they start doing it, and they stuck somewhere, and they feel like, no, it is not our cup of tea, let's go back to one-to-one coaching. Right? And in this process as well, their main coaching program dilutes, because they are not upgrading their main coaching program. They are focusing on email marketing, they are focusing on landing paging, running FB ads, all those stuffs. So that is our mission, basically, to let coach focus on his or her niche program only, and let's collaborate with us, and we are going to provide you a system which is a complete virtual office. Okay, and it is like it's a need of the hour. It's a need of the hour, right? If you want to become a master of all the things, you are not going to become a master of anything, right? So you have to focus on your coaching endeavor, as in coaching niche, and outsource it. You are going to save your time and money. and you got to have some hand holding and accountability as well, right? So the
Yes.
person who is working for you, they are going to be accountable that, sir, we have created this system, now let's hit the market. If you're doing it everything by yourself, you will feel frustrated and you will leave it because there is no one to talk to. A lot of things are there.
Yes, getting a coach, getting a mentor is also important. A coach should have a coach.
Absolutely. I am a firm believer. I'm a learning machine. I call myself a practitioner, right? I learn something, I implement it, then I do it for my clients. Before that, I don't do it. So you have to be learning machine. You have to be learning, learning from the other mentors who are there in this industry for so long, whether it is coaching industry or any other industry.
So you also mentioned competition. So I know some coaches are worried about their competition. How do you think they can get over that and move forward?
Oh, okay. So when we talk about competition, it is very important to understand how we are presenting ourselves in the digital world. What is our micro niche? Let me give you an example. It will be very easy to understand. When I call myself a life coach, people don't understand it, and all those people who understand it, they understand that there are so many life coaches around there. Okay, I am not actually solving their problem by the name I have, that is life coach, but just tweak it a little and tweak it like, I work for anxiety, people who have anxiety. So instead of life coach, I call myself an anxiety cure specialist. And let's say you have anxiety issue. Okay, to whom you will go? You will go to a life coach or an anxiety cure specialist.
Exactly. It's just like the way we have dentists. You don't go to an optician for a teeth problem. You go to an optician for an eye problem. So yeah.
Right. So it's like MBBS and MD. I can, directly tell to my people as well. Okay, my coaches as well. It's like doing MBBS is doing life coaching. Okay, but when you do MD, MS, and other programs in other upgraded programs in medical field, it's like you are getting specialized in something, and people pay more dollars to the specialized person instead of a generic person. Because a lot of people are there. There's very, very, very important point I just want to mention here. A lot of people are there. They are like, just look at Tony Robbins, just look at Gary Vee, just look at Mel Robbins. These people are doing everything. Why we can't do it? I also know public speaking, I also know life coaching, I also know this, I also know that. But you have to understand, when Tony Robbins started, when Gary Vee started, Gary Vee just recorded videos for Vines for more than 8 years. He did not focus on any other thing. He became master in one thing. Then he became master in social media. Then he is a motivational speaker and doing all other stuffs. Vayner library and all other stuffs. Okay. So you have to start with something, become master in that. When you get the, what we call it, when you get the value and you are giving the value properly and people are believing in you, you can add more feathers. But if you start with all the feathers, it is not going to work. I'm sorry.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that it's really important for you to be a master at one thing than trying to do it all, and plus having a solid process and a team of people on ground to help with that.
Absolutely.
So any more thing you want to share on digitalizing your coaching business?
Yeah. So there are few points I really want, all the coaches around there to understand, who wants to digitalize their own complete coaching endeavor. First thing, you have to think as an entrepreneur. Okay. When you are going to digitalization part, you have to invest money in that, because I see so many coaches come to me and say like, Omi, okay, we want to do it, but I don't want to invest that much. I just want you guys to search on internet, on Google, what is the definition of entrepreneur. It is like a person who is ready to take financial risk in the hope of getting profits. Okay, if you are not willing to start one thing, because it's like any other business, you have to understand it. If you want to run a factory, you have to invest in creating that factory. You have to start your machines, and you have to sell it, then you will get profit. Coaching business is also a kind of a business only, right? Online coaching is also a business only. You have to invest in your branding, you have to invest in your online course creation of your online courses. You have to invest it, then you have to invest in FB ads, then you will get to the part of ROI, then you will get to the part of making profits. So it's not a quick money scheme, because when Sarah, you also I think heard so many things, right, like this. Okay, digital coaching, how to make money online, how to quickly make money online. Let me tell you guys, this is not exactly digital coaching. Digital coaching is a patience game. Okay, you are going to grow no matter what, you are going to do that. But if you are not patient enough, right, you will fall apart. You'll feel like I am spending money, but results are not coming. You have to grind yourself, you have to upgrade yourself, you have to be in that investor mentality. Not because of I'm not talking about money only, it's about time and energy as well. Okay, and if you are ready with investing your time, energy and money of digitalization of the whole thing, no one can stop you. Trust me, you just need to find the right team and the right mentor, and nothing like it. Okay, so it's a patience game, it's a focus game. So you have to have a patience, you have to have a focus if you really want to become the best in your market, the best in your niche, and the best in your country. Okay, let's start with state first. And one more thing, Sarah, people find out that I just want to I want to start with the whole country. I'm sorry, my friend, start with your own state. Transform those people first. It is a digitalization part, I know that. You can touch so many demographics at the same time, but in starting you have to do the R&D part, and you have to do the hit and try. So start with your state first, start with your city first, touch those people, transform those people. They'll be able to connect to you because you are from the same city or same state. Then move along, cover the country, then go international. Okay, it's a long game. You have to go move on by step. You can't just climb the ladder in a one go.
Yeah, it's not a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah,
like some people think. Yeah, many people think, this whole online business thing, they get into it and all of a sudden money starts pouring in, they're gonna be rich overnight. No, it just doesn't work that way. It takes time and patience for you to build on it over and over, because I know how much work I had to put in to setting up funnels. You're switching headlines, you're checking what works and what doesn't work, you're advertising to different demographics. Yes, it takes time and it is real work, but the reward is amazing. Like it gives you flexibility to be able to work from anywhere in the world. So your business doesn't thrive only when you're in a seminar hall. No.
Absolutely. I just want to add one point here. It's very important. It is very hard in starting. Like you have to check all the things, what's working, what's not, after creating the system as well. But once it is done, let me tell you, all the processes are aligned. Once you have a right team, you can just enjoy beer on any beach, and the money will be popping out in your bank.
You're always saying you just want to enjoy your beer on the beach.
No, I'm just people are like, okay, I need to grind myself every day. Yeah, learning part is there, but once the system is there, each and everything is going fine, you can completely automate it. And when I'm talking about complete automation, it means 100% automation. Right? But you have to wait for that day. That day will come. But if you fall apart in between, I'm sorry, my friend, that you are not in for this game properly. You have to prepare yourself then.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on today's podcast episode. Like, it has been amazing having you here, share your advice on how you can digitalize your coaching business so it can scale. Thank you so much, Mr. Omi. So, do you have any recommendations, any programs you want to recommend, any programs of yours you want people to come join, and your website?
Yeah, so I just want you guys to check my website, and one is my self-brand website, that is omigupta.com, and the second is GetDigitalOffice, that is my company's website, GetDigitalOffice. There's so many blogs and videos there. Okay, I'm not talking about like business stuff and all. If you want to collaborate with us, you are most welcome. We can have a free digital consulting call for half an hour. But for knowledgeable purpose as well, you can go there. There's so many good quality blogs written there. There's so many good quality videos there. You are going to get so much value for that, because it's this is my thing, and there's so many other platforms like passiveincome.com. You can go to, you can follow so many people who are there in this industry like Gary Vee and all, but you have to upgrade yourself each and every day. Okay, and yes, if you feel like there is some connection, and you got that connection vibes from my conversation, I would love to work with you. And you can go to my website getdigitaloffice.com, and we can have a free call, free discovery session, I would say, free digital marketing consulting call for half an hour. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm waiting for you.
Oh wow, so he's giving free digital consulting for an hour, for half an hour. Half an hour, that's 30 minutes. So you can go to his website, Get Digital Office, or you can also visit his personal brand website, Omi Gupta. Thank you so much, Mr. Omi. Really, really appreciate it. So one more thing, I just want him to drop one more piece of value, right? So what do you think about digital products, ebooks, courses, audio programs? What can you say about that? Digital courses, online courses in general.
So there's one very big misconception to people, that when I am in the seminar, when I'm in with people, then only I will get the values. Okay. Yes, when you are in with people, you feel that personal touch, but it does not hinder you. It does not stop you from getting knowledge when you are having a digital course. Because what are the advantages of having a digital course, ebook, audibles, this podcast? You can access these things from wherever you want, at any, and you can get the value. If you do not understand anything, you can rewind it, you can play it again, you can get it, you can ask the Q&A in the group. You have a community support. There are Facebook groups for you, and you are among the like-minded people. So we have to tweak our mindset a little, because if we are rigid that no, we are just going to go into a live workshop, that thing only work for us, then I think you will be on the losing end at the end of the day. Okay, because you will not be upgrading yourself, because who thought about COVID-19? No one thought about it, right? Everything is still right now. You can't have any workshops. So what does it mean? You are not going to upgrade yourself? I'm sorry, if you're not upgrading your skills right now, it will be very difficult. And the best method to upgrade yourself is to get the value from digital courses, get the value from ebooks, podcasts, watching videos, and invest your time accordingly. Because it's very easy to fluctuate to Netflix and binge watching, and it's very hard to be on the it's very easy, right, sir? It's very easy to go and watch the complete Money Heist and other all other these 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 seasons and all. So but it's very hard to be specific and be focusing on your goals and learning from this beautiful digital world we are living right now. Just imagine the power. Our parents did not have this opportunity. We have it. Let's not waste it. Let's learn it and make this world a better place to live.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So don't forget to visit GetDigitalOffice.com if you want to jump on a 30-minute consultation call with Mr. Omi Gupta, so you can discuss on how you can digitalize your coaching business. Thank you so much for Mr. Omi for joining us, and thank you all for tuning in and listening to this podcast. I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.